position. Both have come away with just yellow cards. Look at this here. I mean, Song takes it away from him, and that's such a late challenge. And again, I have to go back to challenges like this. We've seen them. We've seen players in those situations get sent off.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's a horrible challenge. It was the same with
Do you think both of them have been a bit lucky?
I think both of them have been lucky. I think Noor Adam was fortunate with his first one, and Arhan has been fortunate with that as well. The referees let them both off the hook.
Could be 10 against 10 again. Thankfully, he's got up quickly. Witan Sulaiman was on the receiving end of Noor Adam's challenge earlier. Set pieces we talked about. Safwan, remember, similar position earlier, got a header on target there. Nadio just managed to tip over. Touch on by Irfan. He'll get it away. Indonesia. To cover. Zulfami under pressure here. He's lost the ball. Needs to get himself up quickly. And Indonesia into the side netting. That could.
Wonderful pressing by Indonesia. Really good pressing. Look at that. Witan's already saying that's where the next pass is going to go. I'm going to close off this. Just more aggressive, just hungrier in that situation. Zulfami has a look up. He doesn't see any options in front of him, so he thinks, I'm just going to try and hang on to this if I can. But Rahmat's just too aggressive there. And you got to understand the referees as well. Some referees would have given a free kick to Zulfami in that situation, saying there was a late challenge. But with this referee, he kind of tends to let things go a little bit.
I think that was a hook.
It's put Hassan in a lot of trouble there.
There's Tatsuma having a chat with Noor Adam in particular. Take us through this, Roshan.
I'm going to guess the red magnets are Singapore players, and he's trying to say trying to say to Noor Adam, perhaps touch line, but let's have a look at the goal. Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see from us now. He was taken out initially by Haris, and you're thinking in these situations, you know, the cynical side of it is say foul him, and he tried to foul him. But he didn't succeed because now he just had the drive to keep going. Got back up on his feet, got forward, and still had the presence of mind and composure to nutmeg Shadan with that pass through into Witan. And then we've touched on the cutback and then the quality of the finish.
Witan Sulaiman.
He's going to be a massive player, Witan Sulaiman.
Him and Egy are the two that Indonesia are pinning their hopes on. Maulana arrived only yesterday, so will not be available until Saturday. Yes, that's right. For the second leg. Good news for Singapore is that Hassan Sani is up. Yeah, Ross, just going back then, it appeared that he was looking to try and push Noor Adam a bit further up on that board.
I think he wanted him to perhaps maintain his width a little bit more, so there could have been an outlet potentially for him. But that's another lovely run from Witan. And what I like tactically about Witan's role here is that he's got that freedom to go and exploit any sort of spaces that he wants to. And it becomes very difficult to pick up. Really excels in that sort of free role in possession, I think, Witan.
Son won't get that. Back to Nadio. Here's Alfredo Devanga. Loves spreading those passes, doesn't he? All the way back.
It could have been a bit of defensive instruction to Noor Adam there as well. But we see him now just looking to try and stretch out that Indonesian backline off the ball. Of course, as decide to go straight down the middle instead of to this left-hand side.
Here's Noor Adam. Oh, lovely work from him. He's the best young player in the Singapore Premier League last season. Wanga with the clearance. Here's Nazrul Nazari. Singapore looking for the equaliser. Sharan Sulaiman out to Noor Adam. Now Safwan. Faris gets a touch on Sharan. There's a foul on him. Got the ball, ref. It's being
Singapore. I like how they've sort of just looked to work this. Gets to the ball first. It looks to me like a good challenge. I know from the referee's point of view, he might think it's overly aggressive and from behind, but I mean, I think he's actually put a decent challenge in.
So these situations have been Singapore's strength, as we've mentioned. And that's why Indonesia very wary of them. Sulaiman. Noor Adam, Zulfami standing over the ball. It's Zulfami. Somehow that's been kept in. It's away by Rahmat Irianto. Left in this first half. Noor Adam, lovely control by him. One back by Witan Sulaiman though. And there was a foul on Noor Adam. Shin Tae-yong not happy with that decision and how long perhaps it took.
Yeah, I think they're just looking to see if there was an opportunity for an advantage to take place. Irfan's gone down the far side of the pitch. He's got back up on his feet. That's good to see.
Zulfami. Should be a little bit of added time, of course, with the injury stoppages that we had. Now we'll get to Song Wei-young. Back with Indonesia now. There's Kambuaya. Zulfami looks annoyed.
Yeah, Ricky Kambuaya, I think he's been excellent for Indonesia in midfield. He's one of those players, you know, all the eyes will be on everyone else. Witan Sulaiman will be talking about Egy Maulana, Elkan Baggett, but Kambuaya is that machine in midfield, never stops running, and he's such an intelligent player as well. I love how he's aware of his positions and the body shape that he needs to take up to receive, to turn away from pressure, sees what's happening around him.
Wanga up against Iksan. Roshan had mentioned earlier that he felt Singapore in midfield, it's not been their best work. They've been good on the transitions perhaps. Same kind of problems today?
Well, no, not particularly just in midfield. I mean, in possession, yes. As a team, it's not looked. They've not looked that smooth. It's not looked that great. But when they do have these opportunities in the counter attacks, then that pass selection, the type of pass that they play into the spaces for runners, it's got to be better. It's got to be these driven passes, not these lofted style passes.
Lovely ball out from Hassan Sani to Noor Adam. Zulfami stepping out.
Yeah, there we go. No, you brought up exactly the same point I was going to bring up. You see Safwan picking up a yellow card for himself. That's a late challenge. Very late. Into the back of Witan. Gets the ball kicked into him from Rahmat as well.
Yeah, no surprises. 3 minutes we have it. Noor Adam. probably a fair reflection of what we've seen so far? Or
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think it is. I mean, create a chance like that with the quality that you have, finish it off. And I don't know if Singapore have actually created much danger. That's not to say Indonesia themselves has created much of note, but Asnawi and Witan with the finish. I mean, it's I struggle with that word deserve in football. It's a strange word in football for me because you sometimes see what's the aim of the game? The aim of the game is to score goals, right? And to win matches. And you could have defended for 90 minutes and created like 2 chances, scored 1 goal, and end up winning the game. And people might say, yeah, but you didn't deserve to win.
Yeah.
I mean,
you've done the job, right?
you've done the job. What does that mean? You deserve it, right?
Here's Asnawi. Song battling away here against the wing back. Faris, I should say. He gets a free kick here. Might be a little air frustration here for Singapore.
Yeah, the entire atmosphere, the environment around this has just gone a little bit flat, and this suits Indonesia. They've got the goal. They don't need to, open themselves up and be as aggressive as they were against Malaysia.
There's Irfan. Loves his driving runs from time to time. Up to Nazrul Lazari. It will be a throw-in. One final chance, perhaps. Singapore at the end of this first half would change the complexion of this game, of course. They can score here. Nazrul. Another foul. Should probably
I think they've been the better side in the first half.